wanted to go live with you guys for a little bit. Let's see what time it is. Just wanted to go live with you guys for a little bit because I want you guys to know that I was telling you guys about me leaving the Aces, right? Well, before we get to that, Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark went number one. That was a no-brainer. We all knew that was going to occur. And hey, what can I say? She got a work cut out for her. But one thing we know for certain is that Caitlin Clark is an electrifying, phenomenal talent, and she's definitely gonna put that work in. Now, from there, who won this night? What draft team won the night? The Chicago Sky. What's going on, Daniel Berry? Chicago Sky. They won this thing. Just recapping the WNBA draft. Not really trying to recap the whole thing, but I just want to quickly talk about, the first round, the Aces and the Fever, and just how the night went. I thought the first round went really well. A lot of anticipation there. The second round was pretty good, but the third round, so. But they were running out of time, so they kind of had to rush the third round because the hockey game was coming on. But all in all, this has the potential to be a great draft. Watching the Indiana Fever make some nice decisions with the draft outside of Caitlin Clark. The Celeste Taylor pickup I thought was good. Again, Chicago Sky win this draft. Camila Cardoso, she can potentially be the next great big. Liz Cambage without all the attitude. Angel Reese, she works hard. Great coaching. Teresa Weatherspoon, they're going to build something really nice over there in Chicago. I truly believe that a head scratcher move, maybe J.C. Sheldon going to the Washington. I almost said Mr. Wizards, but J.C. Sheldon going to the. No, wait a minute. Did J.C. go to the Mystics or the Wings? Now I gotta Google it. I think she went to the Wings. You would think I would know these things, but hey, shout out to Cess Talk Sports, Coach Rowe, the J Spot Network. I was over on their channel during the first round. That was fun. And then I did the second round with my boy J. Jordan, New York Liberty fan. We covered the second and the third rounds of the draft. So that was fun to network with other content creators. So if you haven't, be sure to give them a sub. Okay, J.C. Sheldon was picked by the Dallas Wings. We'll see. I like the pick because they have enough. They got enough forwards. They got enough, big players, post players. So we'll see how it works. But I still think she was drafted kind of high. What else? Charisma Osborne dropped to the third round. We kind of just talking about everything, but hey, it is the draft night. So let's say that the Aces, right? Because we're gonna talk about the Aces here. So the Aces, they aced this draft. If Chicago Sky won this draft, the Aces come second. They was able to get Elizabeth Kitley in spite of the fact that she, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I don't have a clue as to what you're talking about. But back to what I was saying, I think we all got a problem going on. I think a lot of us got an issue going on. But now is not the time or the place to be talking about that. But again, if you got a problem, you know where the door is. Anyway, the Aces, they got Elizabeth Kitley. That was an amazing get. If she can get healthy for this team, she'll have tons and tons of opportunity to do so, to recover. Next season, she'll be great. Kate Martin, thank you, Nolan, because I was gonna forget. I would have went crazy and I would have lost my SHIT, but I was in the middle of being a guest on the YouTuber's channel, so I couldn't. But trust me, deep down inside, and I'm gonna tell you guys right here and now, Kate Martin, she made it. And I wasn't even sure if Kate Martin would make it. but I've been advocating for her everywhere I post, Twitter, Facebook groups for Iowa, my YouTube. I always thought Kate Martin had what it take to play in the WNBA. I'm so happy that she was drafted. Now it's gonna be harder for her to make this roster, but if anybody could make a roster, it's Kate Martin. You can never doubt her heart. And I'm a big Bree Bill fan. I don't want to see nobody get cut. I don't want to see Kitley get cut because she's injured and she's a great talent. If Candace Parker, if this is her last year, you definitely could use Elizabeth Kitley. And I got a whole bunch of texts that rolled in, Nolan, saying it's a sign. You don't need to leave the Fever. I mean, you don't need to leave the Aces. I'm not leaving the Aces. I made that decision a week ago. I'm not. So I'm going to support the Fever. We're going to root for Caitlin. But I'm not leaving the Fever. It's just not going to happen. I mean, it's not just because of the draft. It's because of what they built. It's because I've been a fan since they hit Vegas. Asia Wilson's my favorite player. I'm not going to be that bandwagon jumper. And essentially, the Fever are going to, like I said in my title, I'm staying with the Aces. But if I'm going to have a second team, it's going to be the Indiana Fever because I really, really like what they're doing. And obviously, Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston, that moves the needle. But you got Nalissa Smith, you got Kelsey Mitchell, you got Lexi Hall off the bench. Katie Lou Samuelson can provide for you some outside perimeter shooting. But most definitely, we'll see if Vegas can keep some of these young talents that they have. But if nothing else, the Aces just showed you they know how to draft. And guess what, Nolan, if in chat, if the Aces don't keep Kate Martin, if I'm another team, I'm snapping her up. I don't care. I'm trying to get her. So if she don't make the cut, we shall see. Deja Fair is going to be tough for her to make it, but she's a prolific scorer. Nolan said a great night for Vegas. Oh yeah, I said that. Most definitely it is. Written 12 says RC, everyone needs two teams. Sign on to the Fever. I think what I'm gonna probably do is, I gotta see which way my heart is telling me to do this. Because right now my mind is saying make another Fever page because I got a perfect name. We could just talk about the Fever, but at the same time, there's already a Caitlin in my name on my YouTube channel. You guys already know I'm a Hawkeyes fan. It's kind of crazy because I'm gonna tell you guys this. The first YouTube platform I went on tonight, because you guys know I don't jump in front of the camera too much. I don't. But when I leaped in front of the camera, everybody thought I was Caucasian. Everybody thought I was, white. And I was like, huh? I'm like, guys, can you tell like from my voice, like what are you talking about? Like, but yeah, I am a Iowa fan. And obviously that shocked some people. I thought that was pretty crazy. But going back to what we've been discussing here, I'm gonna read your comment. You got the top team in the league. You might as well have an up-and-coming team, not only the repeat champions. Yeah, it's interesting written because I got two teams. I'm a Timberwolves, I'm a Pacers fan. I'm a Bruins fan. My boy tonight, I was talking to my homeboy. He didn't even realize the Bruins were my second team. So yeah, I'm a Hawkeyes and a Bruins fan, Timberwolves and a Pacers fan, and I've been these fans for a long time. I've been a fan of these teams for a long time. This is not no overnight jumping on another team type of thing. But for the Indiana Fever, I've never rooted against Caitlin Clark before, and I'm not going to start now. But I do think that it's possible for me to just, kind of filter in Fever content here. You guys let me know. I put up a community post. If you guys really want a Fever channel, we can do that. Obviously, I'm gonna have to kind of weigh my options a little bit in terms of which one is gonna get the most attention. But for me, it's gonna be the Aces because that's my squad, And so with the Fever, like a secondary team, we could talk about them a lot. But I just feel like the main attraction has to be the Aces first and foremost. What they none of their draft picks tonight are probably gonna have a um what's the effect on next season, but the players that they drafted tonight um bring youth, bring energy, bring defense. Fair brings quick offense. Kate Martin, the jack of all trades. Um, if they can somehow stash Kitley until she's healthy, like again, if this is Candace Parker's last season, we don't know. It could be, it might not be. Um, Kitley's going to be a promising piece for this team next season. Um, I like it because I like what they did because this gives them the opportunity to um, plan for the future while also chasing titles because nobody on this team outside of Candace Parker and Alicia Clark, I don't even think nobody's 32 yet. Like Chelsea Gray is 31. I think Asia is like 26 or 27. But yeah, nobody's old on this team with the exception of two players. So, and they're not even old. I mean, they still can play. Candace Parker still can go if she's healthy. Alicia Clark just won Sixth Player of the Year award. But I like the fact, I think the perfect place, and the Warriors tried to do this, but the Warriors messed up. Um, they tried to mix youth with championship veterans, and I don't think they went about it the right way. The Aces have a chance to go about this the right way. Good point about Kate. She can help another team if the Aces are too hard to make. It might come down to Bria Hartley, Bree Beal, and Kate Martin. I mean, they're loaded. They were loaded before this draft, and now they're extremely loaded. Deja is so good. Let's hope she finds a role. Deja Fair, yeah. For 5'5", she sure is a spark plug. I think Haley Van Lift did the right thing as well. Written. We saw Charisma Osborne slip to the third round, and I think that Haley probably she might have not even gotten drafted. So I'm glad that Haley went back. But I think that the things I really want to touch on this video, the things I really want to hone in on, are the fact that I'm super happy that Money Martin got drafted. Y'all just don't know. I wanted to erupt. I wanted to scream. I wanted to yell. I'm so happy that Kate Martin, she got her name called. She was there. She witnessed it. Um, she showed up. She was slaying. She looked nice tonight. Everybody did. Let's give everybody a hand. Everybody looked great. Who was my favorite dressers of the night? Favorite dressers. Would you guys see I'm biased if I say Caitlin Clark? Because you guys know I'm Caitlin Clark everything. Hit that like button if you haven't, by the way. It's Caitlin Clark all day, every day. So, best dressers, Camila Cardoso. My goodness. That's all I'm going to say. If you know, you know. Angel Reese. If you know, you know. They absolutely slayed things with what they wore. Their fits was crazy. What the young kids say, lit. They were lit. They were definitely lit. Caitlin Clark, I like the Prada outfit. She knocked it out the park. So yeah, we got Angel Reese, Camila Cardoso, Caitlin Clark that knocked it out the park for me. And then Cam Brink. Y'all about to sit up in here and let me forget and let me leave out Cam Brink. Cam Brink's fit was off the meat rack. She was looking nice. Again, those were the four for me that wore the best outfit tonight. Normally, I don't see what they wearing until I watch the actual draft, but this year I looked on Twitter and Instagram, kind of spoiled it for myself. Normally, the only social media I really use is YouTube. I mean, I use IG today so I can get a link to go on the YouTube platform, but I don't really use IG. I use Twitter occasionally. But what you say, Written? Kaylin looked great. Angel looked the best. Unusual but sophisticated look. Yeah, I don't know why she gets so much hate. I don't know. Oh, snap, Written. I gotta take that back, bro. Oh, yeah, I think you're a guy. If you're not, my bag. I think you are, dude. But again, if you're not, I apologize. But oh snap, you just when you said Ken wore too much makeup, man, y'all know who looked the best for me? I want y'all to guess who y'all think had. I think she had a great fit and she looked amazing. I mean, she was looking sophisticated, intelligent, and fly all at the same time. Come on, guess now. She was drafted in the second round. I need to check. Y'all let me know because I need to check and make sure I don't want to get my facts wrong. And she got great defense. She got tremendous defensive prowess. I just got a notification saying the Las Vegas Aces select Kate Martin. Yeah, I'm trying to. Don't tell me they ain't got it updated yet. Oh, I just got to type in WNBA draft. So ain't nobody going to take your guess. Because to me, this player would probably be one of the best dressed players that I saw. I'm trying to figure out where she got drafted at. I'm over here looking right now, trying to see mock draft. I know damn well they got somewhere where they got the actual list. Trying to see really quickly. Because I could say she got drafted in the second round, but I could be wrong. You said Celeste Taylor? Oh yeah. Nolan, my boy, fist pound. Nika, how'd you know, bro? Nika was absolutely doing the damn thing. Nika was doing, and I forgot. But then I remembered, man, well, I'm going to say this. First things first, she goes to the Seattle Storm. Guys, she's got a great chance to make the team. I'm super happy for Nika because if she was to go to some of these other franchises, I don't know if she would make it. But again, her stock went up with the defense she played on Caitlyn. And again, she just killed it with her outfit tonight. Um, I just was like, man, you know, blew me away. But definitely Celeste Taylor. Celeste Taylor's a nice player. I was telling my boy J. Jordan on this channel, I said I thought she went a little bit high, but for the Fever, it's a good pickup. You know, I wonder if she's going to actually make the roster. The Fever are like the Aces. It's hard to make the roster. Outside of, unless Indiana wants to get rid of Victoria Saxon, which I would suggest they don't. I mean, outside of Erica Wheeler, you know, who do you get rid of? Nika's look was perfect, says Written. Yeah. I was actually about to literally sit up here and forget. But I think she's gonna be a wonderful player. Her defense is up to par. Her offensive shot is underrated. And, you know, Seattle was looking for their, I'm not gonna sit here and say blasphemy, but they were looking for a replacement for Sue Bird. I think down the line, once she gets the ropes, if whether the Skylar Diggins situation works out or not, I think that the point guard of the future is Nika Mule. And it's so happy to see some of these players like Nika Mule and Kate Martin that kind of be on the fence a little bit in terms of getting drafted, actually make the roster. And I don't know, I never did find out when Nika was took. I think she was drafted like was she drafted? I think she was drafted a pick before the second round. I could be wrong. What y'all think about the Liberty's pick? The Liberty took Jessica Carter and Markeisha Davis. They need defense, so this definitely helps them. But again, we gonna cover the Aces. Um, I'm staying rocking with the Aces, but we're gonna have to do fever games. We're gonna have to. Um, we got to figure out how to do fever games. They got 36 games on TV, guys. What's going on, Quita? Oh, Quita. Yeah, I'm up here live on camera. I figured I'd stay live on camera because I've been live on other people's platforms today showing my face. I figured I'd pop in with my face showing. I know you excited, Quita. Um, I think most of y'all then pretty much wrapped up y'all draft streams. I'm definitely gonna watch yours on playback. Um, sorry I wasn't there, but I'll definitely check it out. Um, let's see. You're excited about Angel Reese. Let me guess. Yeah, Angel Reese. Yeah, I thought about you. I said, Quita. I said it in Says Talk Sports doing her live stream. I said, I was talking to J Spot though. I was telling J Spot, Quita is exhilarated. Quita is just feeling wonderful right now. She's just about to just go bananas. Because I know you wanted Angel Reese, and I think it's a hell of a pickup. I think they traded up to make sure they get Angel Reese. Um, and the oddest thing about it all is I got a homegirl in Minnesota, and she was telling me like a week ago, Minnesota does not want Angel Reese. And I was like, girl, what you? I'm like, you don't really know, because she doesn't work with like inside the organization for the Lynx or anything, but she just kept telling me the Lynx want Peely, and she was like, I want Peely, and I was like, you must have talked that into reality, because she just kept saying, I want Peely, I want Peely, and I'll be damned. They selected Peely, so my homegirl gets her Peely pick, and Quita gets Angel Reese. I mean, all is right. All is right out there. If you still hear Quita, what you think about Camila Cardoso, read the comments. RC, I'm excited. What a great day. Angel and Camilla, me and my mom called it yesterday. This is gonna happen. And then Written says Quita and family will have trouble sleeping tonight for excitement. Um, yeah, I mean, great coaching, Teaspoon. I definitely think you got to get some guards, but Dana Evans, yeah, Dana Evans is really nice. Um, you lose a lot, and they could have took Rakia Jackson to replace Khaled Copper, but they'll figure it out. I like the right moves. You can't fix everything in one night. I know they drafted somebody else, but I'm not quite sure who it was. But I thought the Sky won the night. Literally, they won the night with Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso. And I think they're gonna figure it out. They're great players. They're gonna figure out how to play well together. Peely is a great player. That lanky Australian. Yeah, I don't know too much about international unless we talking international House of Pancakes. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but for real, I don't know too much about the international players. But I tell you this much, I'm gonna investigate. I most definitely am. Um, I plan on writing down these names and looking them up. Obviously, I'm not that great with every player. I watch a lot of highlights and a lot of footage. I can't talk about everybody. But if they catch me, if they jump off the page, I'm talking about them. Even if it's just a YouTube short, like Tessa Johnson. I'm talking about Tessa Johnson. I mean, I've already talked about Tessa Johnson. If a player jumps off the meter at me, I would do my best to, you know, at least if nothing else, put out a YouTube short on them. But I mean, I obviously prefer to do videos, but I can't do it in every case. But for me, Quita, my favorite moment of the night, obviously Caitlin Clark. I mean, but that's a no-brainer. That's like saying, does the grocery store sell milk? So it's like, I pretty much, we all knew that Caitlin was going number one. But my shock for me was to watch Kate Martin name get called. I didn't care who called Kate Martin name. The Harlem Globetrotters could have called Kate Martin, and I would have been celebrating. I'm just happy we get two players into this draft, and for people to know that it was not just a one-woman show in Iowa. Let's see. Comments. Peely is a great player, says Ridden. How about that? Yeah, I read that. I'm gonna have to check her out. Camilla is going to dominate for us in the post. And with Angel, also, we got future starters. Oh, Marina Mabry. I can't remember everybody. Marina Mabry is a really nice piece. Um, she played really good in stretches. Not the whole season. I hope that she's able to come into this season with more stamina and endurance because I feel like throughout the season, maybe wore down a bit, especially by the time that y'all got to the playoffs. But the future is going to be bright. Kennedy Carter is there as well. Bright, bright future, bright coach. Angel Reese is going where she's going to get playing time. Camila Cardoso has really improved her game. She's not missing the chip shots that she was. Quita, if you remember, um, Cardoso used to miss a lot of bunnies. Y'all got a hell of a steal over there with her, and I'm looking forward to watching the Sky. I hope they get more games on TV because it seems like all of the on national TV are spearheaded towards um the Fever and the Aces. When you got a player like Angel Reese, they need some television love too. And Nolan says, I can't wait 1 minute to watch. I can't wait 1 minute to watch Camilla play pro. I didn't know. Nolan, I thought you didn't. I thought you didn't like Camilla. Well, I thought you weren't like a fan. Not saying you're not a fan. I thought you didn't really like Cardoso in South Carolina. But I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. But I just really wanted to jump on, chop it up about the draft, let you guys know that I was excited to see Martin get picked. Obviously, Kate Martin, I thought the Sky won this draft tonight. I thought the Aces were right behind him in terms of being the winner. In terms of a loser in this draft, I don't think I really have one. I can't off the top of my head think anybody that lost. I will say this has the potential to be one of the greatest drafts. Potential. It's not guaranteed. And then JC Sheldon again. We'll have to see how that pans out. Dallas takes Aaliyah Edwards. We'll have to see how that pans out. But guys, before I go, the Aces and the Fever, right? You guys tell me, am I doing right by sticking with my team? I mean, I already know I am. I mean, do you guys feel like y'all wish that I would cover the Fever? I mean, if so, now's your time to tell me. Again, when you got a great player like Caitlin Clark and then Aaliyah Boston, at some point, sooner than later, we're going to be talking about the Fever. But in what way? Because I will tell you guys like this. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna cover every Fever game, but I know I'm gonna try to get to every Aces game because I had fun, man. Last year talking about the Aces, I had so much fun. It's my team, and before Caitlin Clark declared for the WNBA draft, I wasn't even thinking about the Fever. And I'm a Boston fan. I went to 2 Fever games, but now that Caitlin is there, I don't want to just put on my track shoes and just start running, just start sprinting. Like I gotta go to the Fever. So yeah, we rocking with the Aces. I gotta put that out there. Because I told a lot of people I would be doing a video letting people know whether or not I'm leaving the Aces. We ain't going nowhere. You know, as long as I ain't gonna say as long as we winning because I'm not a fair weather fan, but as long as we got Asia, as long as we got Kelsey, Chelsea. I mean, even if some of them leave, Jackie, they not leaving at once. They all ain't leaving at once. And I like the draft tonight. We retooled. I can't say enough in lieu of the support that I received from everybody. Um, I never really said to myself, I'm gonna be a YouTuber, so I do want to thank everybody, other creators like Quita, Cess, J Spot, um, I really appreciate y'all because I just, it's motivation, you know. I see this is a great game and seeing everybody talk about it. I think it's amazing. Whitney, you say you doing the right thing, but let's hope there's more parity this year. I mean, the Aces need to lose a few games to make, yeah. They did lose a few games to the New York Liberty. The Liberty was kind of like the only team that had me scared. The real talk, the Liberty are the only team that had me scared though. Like, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. Outside of the Liberty, what's going on, Teresa? Coach and Sess, they still talking. They still chopping it up. I've been talking for so long. I think I'm winding it down. I just been basically talking about the draft recap tonight, Teresa. I was just glad to see Kate Martin get drafted. Um, I think even Stevie Wonder could have told y'all that Caitlin Clark was going number one. Angel Reese falling to 7. I think that it was a blessing in disguise for her to go to the sky. Um, I really do. Her and Cardoso on the same team. If they had any kind of beef, which I don't think they do, I think they're gonna be excellent together. They just, guards to feed them the rock, and I think it's gonna happen. Nobody's saying they're gonna be world beaters next season, but the Sky definitely won this draft. And then the Aces, if they can keep their picks, if they can either stash somebody, they got Deja Fair, Elizabeth Kitley, Kate Martin. Yeah. But the problem is you got Bree Bill, Bria Hartley, Morgan Jones. It's gonna be hard to win a job for the Aces. You said Teresa says, "Oh, I'm so happy that Camilla and Angel on the same team. I'm happy for Caitlin too." Yeah, I mean, well, hey, we appreciate you. I mean, so many people aren't. I think it's just a matter of time before people just come out to tear her down. But I don't know. I can't definitively say that because she's going to be playing around some of the greatest talent she's ever played with. Um, she's going to have a real coach in Christy Sides. She's not gonna be able to do what she wanted. So how will Caitlin adjust? The first year is going to be some growing pains, and I don't want it to, but that's what it's going to be because this is a different animal, and so she'll evolve. She'll learn. West Virginia played her very physical in the tournament. She can adapt, and she's going to have to. She's going to have to add more to her game. She just might have to play point guard. Yeah, Aussie. Um, we were talking. Oh, Fever and the Gamecocks are your favorites. Um, and if I didn't say so, let me stop this stream and just say this. I thought it was so great. I, every time I go live, it makes me feel great just to know that other YouTubers, great YouTubers, pop in the chat. Like, I love all y'all too, but for Quita to pop in the chat, I think that's awesome because I mean she doesn't like discriminate. You could be low on the totem pole, you could be high on the totem pole. As long as you're talking women's college basketball, she rocks with you. So most of you guys already know Quita. So if you don't know Quita, go over and check out the content. But she's amazing. Nolan says the Fevers and the Gamecocks are my favorites. I didn't know that. I thought, Nolan, you was a Hawkeyes fan. But salute. I mean, the Gamecocks got some truly great talent over there. How long you been a Fever fan? Aussie Wentz says Kate Martin to the Aces. Yeah, that's the first thing I talked about. Kate Martin's amazing, and I'm just so glad she got drafted. If nothing else, she heard her name called, but that won't be it. We won't just be hearing Kate Martin had her name called. If these teams know, like I know, if the Aces say we gotta let you go, Kate, because we don't have room, the Sun better jump on that phone. The Wings better jump. Well, the Wings, they got a lot of wings and guards, but the Sky, everybody. I mean, Kate Martin could very well win the ring in this league. It's possible you put Kate Martin on the right team, she might win a ring in this league before Caitlin Clark because She's just the ultimate role player. And she also has the potential to shoot the hell out the ball and make defensive plays. She gets her hand in passing lanes. She's a jack of all trades. And all season long, I've been like, damn, I hope somebody draft Kate Martin. And it happens. Aussie says she is very smart. Who we talking about? Lauren Jackson? I remember her as a kid. Wait, her favorite? I think you're talking about Kate Martin. But yeah, definitely got to check out some of those names that you gave me yesterday. I wasn't able to check them out yet. Oh, Quita. Quita is very smart. Oh, well, I didn't know that. I didn't know you was referring to Quita. Yeah, most definitely, no doubt. Quita is definitely great. But I just feel like, I don't know, after doing 2 streams, really 3 streams, because the first stream, Seth Talk Sports, I was on with her. Second stream, I was on J. Jordan, New York Liberty fan. And now I'm on live streaming with you guys. So it's been a full couple of hours. And I really just got to say I appreciate all you guys that come through, subscribe, chat, leave comments and videos. It's appreciated. And by the way, 500 subs. Thank you. I'm going to have to do a video or something on it. I appreciate you guys for helping me on this road to 500. For real. Caitlin will have a great teammate in Aaliyah Boston. Yeah, I think this is the best thing that can happen for Caitlin. Hence, I'm so glad she came out. Because if Caitlin didn't come out, who's to say the next situation would have been better? She made an amazing choice by coming out, because this will allow her to play with some exceptional talent. She'll be able to get out and transition with great athletes. Boston's amazing. Kelsey can shoot the rock. Delissa Smith's another great player. I say the Fever could probably make the playoffs. The Sky, I don't know. Do you think the Sky can make the playoffs? I like your comments. So ready for these girls to commit. Glad that Kate Martin got drafted. Yeah, Duke, that was a shocker. I shouldn't be too shocked, but most of the time when we want something, it don't always happen. And I think we all can say that. What's up, Kyra? What's going on? Sometimes we want things that don't happen. And I wanted Kate Martin to get drafted so bad. I just was like, it ain't gonna happen. But oh my gosh, my golly. She gets drafted. Now comes the hardest part. For a lot of these players, I'm gonna say, since it came to my mind, for a lot of these players, this is the hardest part ever. Making the team. You didn't got drafted. Now can you make the roster? Caitlin Clark, you good to go. You ain't going nowhere. Rakia Jackson, the Sparks keep you no matter what. She ain't going nowhere. Camila Cardoso, they gonna keep you no matter what. You ain't going nowhere. Cam Brink, she locked in. But when you a second round pick, a middle round, second round pick, when you a third round pick, you better put that work in. Deja Fair, you better put that work in. You a great player. But you're gonna have to, like I was telling my boy Jay Jordan on his channel, you better channel Kobe Bryant, you know, K Martin too. You need a Kobe Bryant heart if you're trying to get into this league and stay. Nolan says, wait, Aussie says Celeste Taylor to the Fever. She can defend. Yeah, I was telling my homeboy that. I was letting him know that Celeste Taylor is a good defender. I just don't know if they got room for her. And then Nolan, you said love women's basketball. Follow you on your Hawkeyes. Content is passionate and informative. Yeah, most definitely. Just got to keep improving with the content. Just having to make sure I stay on top of it and just keep it coming. Nolan, that video is coming, bro. I don't know if I'm gonna get it out tonight, It's unlikely, but tomorrow I'm gonna spend a lot of time trying to get out the grades. I got the regular season grades for Iowa. Yeah, the season is over, but who else is out there grading their team? I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are too. Well, when I tell you guys I'm doing player grades, guys, we going down a whole roster, and then we're gonna give our opinion on Coach Lisa Bluter, or should I say my opinion? And yeah, I hope you guys will like that video because I've been meaning to put that together, but I've been hitting like snafus. The timing has been off. Some of it felt rushed, but it's finally coming. So stay on the lookout for it. Aces get to keep Liz Kit. Yeah, keeping Liz Kitley. She out for a year with a medical, basically like a red shirt for professionals. I think that's amazing. That's great because of Candace Parker, if this her last year, yeah, um, having Kitley is going to be amazing. Yeah, somebody asked me about Gabby. Teresa said she was hoping Gabby Marshall get drafted. No, Gabby Marshall, like Aussie said, she going to like medical therapy school. Yeah, everybody mock drafts kept saying that Gabby Marshall was going to get drafted. Mm-mm. She didn't want to. And besides, her stats, they weren't isn't gonna get it. Some people think Nika Mule might have made it because of the defense she played all year and on Caitlin Clark in the final four. But no, it's not just your defense. Nika Mule can shoot too. She can score. It's not just your defense. Your defense has to be great, but you need to know how to put the ball in the cup, at least sometimes. And Gabby, she was a good 3-point shooter, but no, there was tons of players that were better than her. So I'll see. Oh, Teresa, well, I was just telling everybody about 20 minutes ago that I thought that Nikki Mule slayed her and Camila Cardoso tied it for me in terms of fits. Cardoso, she was looking freaking amazing. Nikki Mule was looking, she was just exceptional with it. And then Caitlin stole the show, but I take that back. Nika stole the show, Camilla stole the show, and then of course Caitlin, she did her thing. Angel Reese, she did her thing. We talking about fits. They just came out there and they slayed. That's the best way I can put it. I feel like I forgot somebody, but yeah, they came out with the drip. That's what it is. Reese had the drip. Camilla had the drip. Um, all she says, watch the new girls, 24, 25, 26. Oh yeah, most definitely going to be looking for the new. I think our next video, it's kind of crazy because sometimes you don't give away what you're gonna make next in terms of content. But it's probably, well, we're gonna do this regular season grades. We're gonna do that. I might talk Tessa Johnson. Um, I know I'm gonna have a video for Kate Martin and Caitlin Clark getting drafted. And outside of that, we just going to just play it by ear. We'll see what happens. But nonstop, we'll be doing updates on these portal players when they visit. It don't stop. The content don't stop. Not for the Aces, not for the Hawkeyes. It just don't stop. It just keeps coming and keeps coming. WNBA is loading. It's been a great time, guys, but I think I pretty much said all that I have to say. Again, I want to thank Nolan for coming through, Aussie for coming through, Teresa for stopping in, Quita for popping in. I want to thank all y'all. I also want to thank Seth Talk Sports for letting me up on the show tonight. Her and Coach Jerome, J Spot, and then J. Jordan, New York Liberty fan. I want to thank him for letting me do the second and third rounds with him. We covered the second and third rounds. Um, did round one with Seth. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I definitely gotta give me some water because my voice is going dry. It's hard for me to talk. Here you come, sis, at the very tail end. Sis, why you always show up at the tail end? I done had Quita in here. Yes, the one and only, most delightful Quita came through. The Queen was here. It's like, you're supposed to be here, sis, so we can tell, so we can all throw some roses towards the Queen. That being Quita. Now I'm just talking. Now I'm just talking crazy. But I do mean that though, because will we really be out in these streets if we didn't see just how great Quita was, or Quita is? I tip my cap every time she come through, and I'm just a little guy on the block, and Quita come through and throw me like some gummy bears and just get my energy back up. But yeah, I mean, it's been amazing. Thanks for having me, Sess, over on the channel. Um, it was crazy because when I jumped over to J. Jordan, New York Liberty fan, when I went over to his channel, we was both talking about how crazy he just putting me in his notifications right now. We was just talking about how crazy it was. You saw how they was racing? We was on his show talking about the third round, they just gonna start throwing out hats. He go, your Mercury hat, you get a you get a hat, you get a hat, because it's like that hockey game was coming. They rushed the hell at that third round. They gotta stop doing that, man. They always find a way to cheat us. They all like doing the. I heard they went off the air, South Carolina and Iowa, the championship game. I heard they went off air. We should have been on a different channel. I hear that. They went off the air and didn't even tell nobody. Why would they go off the air and not let the viewers know that they can catch the rest of South Carolina's celebration over on ESPN? Don't get me started. They definitely could have had this thing on a different channel. I mean, somewhere, Fox Sports, you're just FSCN1, something. I mean, they just raced that last, especially like the last six picks. I mean, it was like speed drafting. Like we were saying, it was like speed dating. It's like, all right, they pick such and such. It's like nothing. Just the NBA can get kind of bad at it in the second round, but they don't get that bad. I mean, I take that back. They did Jokic, who is almost a three-time MVP. They did Jokic horrible. So we can't really absolve the NBA, but I don't think they would do something like that where the whole third round was just like, outside of Charisma Osborne, what happened? Oh, says K. Martin. Damn, I was like, I was so happy. K. Martin, I've been telling people K. Martin all season long. I'm starting to sound like a broken record. All season long, I was advocating for Kate Martin to get drafted. I'm talking about on my Twitter. I'm talking about on videos. I'm talking about on shorts. I'm talking about on YouTube shorts. I'm talking about on, what else? Facebook groups, Ira groups, women's hoops groups. I've just been saying she needs to get drafted. I was like a little kid throwing a tantrum. Kate Martin needs to get drafted. And I'm jumping up and down on the floor like Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone when he was like, when I get older, I ain't living alone. And that takes me back to this point again. If the Aces cannot keep Kate Martin, people better pick up their phone because she will do so much for you. Her heart is bigger than her size. Teresa Webb says, yes, so happy for Sheldon. You love JC Sheldon? I think she could have been there. Did they have another pick? She went to Dallas, right? Yeah. Didn't Dallas have another pick? Did they have to use that pick on Sheldon? I mean, I guess if you see somebody you want, I guess you should take them. Because I was saying, like with Elisa Peely, Minnesota wanted her. My homegirl in Minnesota was like, that's who they want. They don't want Angel Reese. They don't want anyone else. They want Elisa Peely. And so if you see a player you want, I guess if it's a fit versus need, I mean, they need, I guess they feel like they needed Peely. Minnesota's doing nice things. DeAndre Cave says, I wish they would have picked it. Yeah, well, Gabby Marshall went to medical school. Um, I said during the off season, I put a video together during the off season saying, can Gabby Marshall play pro ball? And I love Gabby. She's one of our best players. Um, she's truly, truly a great individual. She had an amazing Iowa career. She played hell of defense, but her game just wasn't pro ready. And it's one of those videos that I'm never gonna delete it. But I look back and I'm like, I put a video together saying should Gabby Marshall be drafted. And I was like, in some ways it's an eyesore, but I don't have any regrets that I put that video out. But looking back, I should have known that Gabby Marshall just wasn't WNBA material. And so you know, you make great videos and then some videos you don't. Trial and error, guys. Kyra says Kate is smart enough to know she might not make the aces, but but all she needs is the stage. Yeah, all she needs is a chance. Nolan says Kate 18th overall. Teresa said was so happy for Sheldon. Yeah, I saw that one. Terrible planning by says. Kyra says they need to do better, but they'll learn hopefully. Yeah. All in all, guys, I would probably give this grade, this draft, I'd probably I'd give it an A. The first round kept us very entertained. The second round was pretty good. Yeah, I'd have to give it an A. This could be a once in a generational draft, potentially. I don't want to say definitively, but I think this has a great potential. Camila Cardoso, who's gonna be the rookie of the year? I'll leave you guys with that because I'm getting ready to get up out of here, but we could debate that really quick if you guys want. Who do you guys feel is going to be the rookie of the year? Couple more comments rolled in. Duke says Gabby Marshall is going to be an occupational therapist. No plans to go to league, right? Um, just nobody would draft her because she averaged less than 6 points a game. You gotta be willing to score. You can't just as great as defense is, you can't get in the league if that's the only thing you got going. Again, guys, Nika Mule is a very underrated offensive player. It's not just our defense. Our defense is amazing. She shut down Caitlin Clark. Takes a lot to say that, but damn it, she did. She was on Caitlin Clark like roaches on a biscuit. And I mean it. Now, let's see. I read that Seth says Rookie of the Year, Cardoso or Rakia. Um, of course you would say that, Seth. Um, I probably gotta agree. I don't know. Me and my homeboy Jay was talking about it on his channel. Caitlin isn't gonna average 30. That's a pipe dream. There'll be no 30 points a game. There might not even be 25 points a game. Cardoso could go off. I'm leaning Cardoso. I am definitely leaning Cardoso. No, I didn't fall and bump my head, guys. Sess, I didn't bump my head, but I'm leaning Cardoso. I think she can eat. I think she'll be. I think she'll be pressed into action, and I think she'll thrive. Because the best thing about Cardoso is that she's cleaned up her offensive um, worries, especially in the post. She's become a much better player, effective with her layups. She's become more efficient with layups. I've noticed in that. And Cardoso, really great on defense. 6'7". Liz Cambage without the attitude. That's what our caller says in chat. I think that Cardoso can be a Liz Cambage with all that attitude for real. Eric, me too. Me too. What? I wanted Cardoso to go to LA, And so her and Cy Cook would have been reunited. But I'm not gonna lie, Chicago probably a better fit. See her play with Angel Reese and Masadi. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you this. I wanted Indiana to draft Kate Martin, but I think it works out better this way. And let me say this. If Kate Martin gets cut by the Fever, I mean, if Kate Martin gets cut by the Aces, guess what? The Fever could pick her up for nothing. You guys know that? So sometimes things work out just the way they should. So Rakia came out looking like a supermodel. No, Teresa Webb. Rakia came out there looking like her. I thought that was her for a minute. I'm like, damn, her in the draft? Teresa Webb said I started watching after. I can't cap. That was me last year. After Bria Bill finally got drafted, I sat up there forever. I sat there forever waiting on Bree to get drafted. When Bree finally got drafted, I mentally tuned out. I was so happy to see Bria get drafted. I was so damn pissed off when Minnesota cut her. I still ain't forgave him yet. And I'm gonna be pissed off if the Aces cut her. But if it come down to her and Kate Martin, it's not gonna come down to them. It's not. It's gonna come down to the simple fact that the Aces cannot keep all these players. Damn it, they got like 20 people. They can't keep everybody. And we loaded with talent. Who should they let go? Do you let go Deja Fair, one of the most prolific players? Do you let go of Kate Martin, jack of all trades? What do you do? Do you let go Bria Bill? I wouldn't want to be the Aces management. It's going to be some intense practicing. I wish I could be a fly on the wall in those practices. Kyra says not her, not LOL, not her in the draft. Yeah, Kyra. Yeah, I thought it was her. I said, damn, because I heard that her can actually hoop. So I'm like, damn, she can actually hoop. And now she in the draft? I'm like, wait a minute. Isn't there like levels to this? But yeah, I thought it was cool. Look, guys, again, it's been awesome. It's been super, super awesome. What would be my dream? In terms of YouTube. Everybody got a dream. I think most people's dreams is to interview somebody, a player, a coach. Well, for me, I think my dream, y'all ready for what I'm about to say? My dream would be to just keep getting better at the content, of course. Continue. Kia was dressed like a city girl. I caught that. Who, JT from the City Girls? But was she dressed like Summer Walker? Well, that's what a lot of us listen to these days. I don't really listen to Summer Walker, but I mean, I'll listen to Summer Walker over the City Girls. But my dream would be to Asia Wilson doesn't play for the Aces. Yeah, Asia Wilson played for the Aces. Oh yeah. So we'll be doing Fever games. We'll be predominantly doing Aces games. Unless I just feel compelled to talk about the Fever. But yeah, for me, I mean, I've been popped in on some channels, gave myself a little confidence. I know what I need to do and what I'm going to do to continue to build more confidence, because I definitely need to continue to improve. But I'm happy to make it to 500 subs. So I know what I need to do, and I'm going to continue to make improvements and do what needs to be done to keep this channel growing and moving. But for me, my thing would be to, at some point, most people, they want to work with Quita. My thing is, I like going on people's shows. I would envision myself at some point being able to be a guest on Quita show. I think that would be amazing. Like for real, for real. Seriously. And I'll say this, I'll drop this tidbit of information as well. Most of y'all would jump at this opportunity. Me being somewhat introverted, being somewhat antisocial, I've passed. I'm not gonna say I passed, but I've kind of deflected the opportunity when I could have been in media publications and everything. I got a great friend, actually keeps in contact with Caitlin, and he was like, we can do this, we can do that. We can get you involved with these players to the point where you interviewing them, you asking questions, and I thought that was great. But I don't know if I want that much exposure. Like I say, a lot of you guys would jump at the opportunities to talk to, some of these players. And I don't blame you. And I'm not saying I wouldn't, but I don't know if I want that much exposure. You know, it's a lot for me to just get up in front of this camera. But I guess it started with me tonight, jumping on live with Sess, jumping on live with Jay. Um, Most of the time we just show screens and we talk women's basketball. But it's great to be in front of the cam so you guys could see who you watching, who you supporting. Teresa say, RC, you keep growing. You will keep growing. Nolan says, just keep growing women's basketball. Yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching. Again, Nolan, be on the lookout for that video. Um, Lucy Olsen comes for a visit tomorrow from Villanova. She's coming for a visit with Iowa. Thursday, Maddie Shear is coming for a visit with Iowa. Yeah, been awesome, guys. I think this live went longer than I probably intended it to. But I do thank you guys for watching, rocking with the channel. Iowa faithful, women's basketball fans. Look, you could be a Gamecocks fan, a Crusaders fan. That's Valparaiso's name. If you didn't know, the Valparaiso Crusaders. You could be a Vanderbilt fan, Michigan State fan, Kansas fan. It don't matter. As long as you rock with women's basketball, I rock with you. I'm out. Peace.